What's up everyone, it's Hitman89. Hope you're having an awesome day. I'm starting a series called You Pick I Play, where once a month I review a game of your choice. Doesn't matter if it came out 20 years ago or if it's releasing next week. So comment what game you want me to review and I'll do the most suggested one in a couple of weeks. But today, we're checking out Path of Exile 2 9 months later in order to answer the following question. Is Path of Exile 2 good now? Let's find out. But whether it's Path of Exile 2, Hell Is Us, Chronos the New Dawn or any other game, you can get them at least $10 cheaper on Instant Gaming. Yep, instead of waiting for a sale, you can get all the PC games you want on day one and still save 10 to 15 bucks on them. How awesome is that? And if you're on console, you can get your PSN gift cards and Game Pass Ultimate codes for cheap and play tons of games. Instant Gaming is 100% legit, so use the link in the description and get all the games you want for cheap. Now let's get back to the review. Path of Exile 2 is an ARPG that's currently in early access and that'll be free to play when it fully releases. Wanna play it right now? You have to buy the supporter pack, which I did. And in case you never played Path of Exile, it's pretty simple. I mean, it's not. Take Diablo, make it 69 times more complex, add tons of skill gems, orbs, and a massive skill tree, and you get Path of Exile 2. In all seriousness now, first thing I noticed when playing this game is that the graphics are pretty damn good, even when you zoom in. This might be the best looking ARPG right now. Keep in mind, if you're on console or if you have a mid-range PC, you'll have to deal with a pretty inconsistent frame rate. Personally, on my 4080, I get between 90 and 120 FPS at 4K max settings with DLSS set to quality, and I didn't get a single crash either, which is awesome because there are a lot of people complaining about the frame rate and having crashes every now and then. Maybe I'm lucky. Not really, because the frame rate might be fine, but the game is just laggy. I thought it was my internet at first, even though I don't have this problem in any other game. But during the free weekend, my brother jumped in and played a couple of hours with me, and he also had lag spikes. We don't live in the same area or have the same ISP. Still, I have no life, so I decided to double check. I took a look at the Steam reviews, and yeah, it's definitely not just me. Their servers suck dick. Getting lag spikes in a challenging game where you can die in a couple of seconds can be frustrating. Another thing you might not like is the fact this is a slow-paced game where sometimes you have to run from monsters to avoid dying too often. At least that's what I do, cause what's awesome about playing a melee character is that when you get swarmed by 69 mobs, you're pretty much stuck in place until you get killed. And for what? For shitty loot. Seriously, if you expect exciting loot every now and then, you're gonna be disappointed. In PoE 2, you don't drop shit. It's definitely not what most people are looking for when they play an ARPG, but I actually like that it's challenging. It's far from being mindless, you know? Boss fights take me between 3 and 4 tries, but hey, pro tip, or in my case, noob tip, instead of trying over and over again, just get a better weapon and the fight will be incredibly easier. I played Warrior and I like how you can combine melee and range. I just had to put a couple of attribute points into dexterity via this crazy ass skill tree, and that allowed me to use crossbows too. I even turned mine into a grenade launcher and I can blow shit up without having to manually switch loadouts, which is dope. By the way, you unlock new skills and level them up with skill gems. All these are passive skills. Oh, and procedurally generated maps are great for replayability, but finding your way and most importantly, locating quest objectives can be a pain in the ass. Cause this is what the map looks like. Maps in PoE 1 made more sense. Here, I find myself going back and forth 10 times until I find that one spot that's not a dead end and that takes me to the quest area. On the bright side, we can actually run now, but sprinting makes your character pretty stiff, so if you have to make a turn inside the dungeon, you'll most likely find yourself running into walls. Oh, and if you ever get hit while sprinting, you'll trip and fall, and your character will take an eternity to get back up, while you get the shit beaten out of you. This is basically me whenever I get tripped by a monster. No. Wait. A nightmare. By the way, there are currently 4 playable acts out of a total of 6 on full release and 7 classes so far. It's also worth mentioning that the game supports up to 6 players in online co-op and 2 in split screen, even on PC. And honestly, that's awesome. I tried both. They work great. I've also tried a couple of classes, but like I said, I mostly played Warrior. My brother loves playing Necromancer cause he finds summoning a bunch of minions and watching them play the game for him fun. Wish I could highlight his minions though, cause there's too many of them on screen and shit gets messy. Whatever, let's move on to the verdict. Path of Exile 2's campaign is good, the gameplay is deep, the soundtrack and voice acting are solid, but performance-wise, the endgame on console is unplayable and there are some technical issues on PC as well. That's why I'm giving it a 7 out of 10. So, is it good now? Yes, much better than it was a few months ago, but I recommend waiting for a sale, or even better, for the full release, cause it's not really worth 30 bucks right now. Personally, I got it over 6 months ago for 20 bucks, and I don't regret it cause I had a feeling the full release wouldn't happen this year as initially planned. And that's gonna be it for this review. If you found it helpful, please consider leaving a like, and if you're new to the channel, why not subscribe? Don't forget to tell me what game you'd like me to review on the first episode of You Pick I Play. It's been Hitman89. Have a good one.
I ain't the one to fuck with. Now they looking nervously, and I don't really care what you think of me respectfully. You can kick rocks if you think you're fucking better. See,